Hi, friend. Welcome back to the PH News channel, where I bring you the latest and most thrilling news about the Philippine Air Force's newest edition. Today, I have some amazing updates, straight from the Philippine Air Force, and you won't want to miss them. Get ready to feast your eyes on.
Be strong.
Japanese government donates 12 units of their A1J Huey helicopters to the Philippine Army. The Philippine Army is actively improving its capabilities, especially regarding its own varying divisions that may come with new military hardware which augments the existing military tools that were available in their arsenal prior to these shopping sprees, courtesy of the revised Armed Forces of the Philippines Modernization Program, or RAF Page NP, under Republic Act 10349. A fellow East Asian country expressed its interest in donating its military hardware to the Philippine Army, whereby the capabilities it has can augment the ones that are currently available to the Philippine Air Force, particularly as these involve logistical platforms that are both beneficial in wartime and peacetime operations. The Japanese government has expressed interest in donating their A1J Huey helicopters to the Philippine Army for the improvement of its Army Pariah Aviation Regiment. The Philippine Army reported before the media on December 19, 2022, whereby they reiterated the commitments made by the Japan Ground Self-Defense Force during the Japan-Philippine-US Trilateral Key Leaders engagement at Camp Osaka in Tokyo, Japan earlier that month. The R1JS are the licensed copy variants of the known Bell A1 Huey combat utility helicopters that the Philippine Air Force currently has in its inventory. They are known for being the primary workhorse of the air branch of the Armed Forces of the Philippines before they eventually opt for the more capable Sikorsky S-70I and Black Hawk helicopters made by their Polish subsidiary PZL Malays, of which they possess added cargo capacity and a higher engine power output than the Bell A1 Huey. Getting R1JS from the Japanese Ground Self-Defense Force through donation makes it viable for the Philippine Army's Aviation Haria Regiment to have the old R1 Huey combat utility helicopters of the Philippine Air Force transferred, although it comes at the discretion of the latter, as the military air branch of the Philippine Armed Forces still uses the Bell Hueys for their operational use, augmenting alongside the S-70I Black Hawk helicopters. While the additional orders of 32 units are still in production, the Philippine Army sees this as an opportunity not only to improve its air aviation capabilities, but also to improve relations between the Philippines and Japan, as they see this combat utility helicopter donation as a way for them to deploy their assets in times of natural calamities that are both common in Japan and the Philippines, as typhoons and earthquakes are a usual sight for both nations, with the donation projected to get delivered in the country in 2 to 3 years' time, as this donation may significantly provide an additional boost to the Philippine Army Aviation Regiment's overall capabilities regarding its logistical chains of carrying troops and equipment both in wartime and in peacetime developments. We may provide the details regarding the licensed-built helicopters that Japan wishes to donate to the Philippine Army, while understanding their differences over the variant that the Philippine Air Force gets and its inventory. Japan's locally made and improved variant of the Bell A1 combat utility helicopter belonged to a family of its own type, which includes its successor, the locally made Bell 412 helicopter, of which similar types are currently in use by the Philippine Air Force, with their Canadian-made variants along with the older R1H helicopters that this air branch of the Armed Forces of the Philippines currently uses in their fleet. The original design for the A1 Iroquois Huey helicopter came as a Bell 204 utility helicopter, whereby it made its first flight in 1956, of which it eventually entered service within the United States Army in 1959 in its current designation we know today, with several units sent to Vietnam a year prior, as it served as a transport platform for American advisors, particularly for dust-off medical evacuation missions.